Hey, and welcome to Eat Out at Home, the podcast. This is the place for those who love cooking and creating connections through food. I'm your host, Chef Evelyn, and on this podcast, I share with you my favorite tips and tricks for enjoying life one bite at a time. If you're ready for today's episode, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and let's dive in. Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Eat Out at Home, the podcast. And today, I want to talk about this idea that more recipes is going to solve the "this is why I don't cook at home" dilemma. And I'm going to make a very bold statement is that you actually don't need new recipes. And let me tell you where this thought came from. So I had been playing with the idea of bringing back the Eat Out at Home challenge. It's something that I did years ago, which was basically for a set amount of time, 7 days, 10 days, 14 days, you do not eat out at all. Everything that you consume needs to be consumed and made at home. Right. So that was the premise of the challenge. And when I had brought it up on social media, some of the comments were like, "Oh, yes, please bring it back. I need some more recipes." And it gave me pause because, no, you don't. Okay, you actually do not need more recipes. And let me tell you why. Because I feel like if more recipes was the solution, then everybody on planet Earth would be cooking at home 7 days a week, 100% of the time for none of their meals. There are so many cookbooks. There are so many food blogs. There are so many Instagram accounts. There are so many YouTube channels. Magazines, you name it. Like we have more actually than enough recipes. We have access to more recipes than we have ever had ever in the history of ever, right? And you can find all the way from like 15-minute sheet pan meals and 30-minute crock pot meals or whatever the case may be. That's definitely not what I do. All the way up to the most elaborate Michelin level. There's so many books and authors and just websites and resources and people giving away recipes in the caption on Instagram. As a matter of fact, you have a folder right now on your phone from Instagram on things that you've saved. You know right now, if you had a Pinterest account, that there's probably anywhere from 100 to 400 recipes in that thing that you've saved that you don't even reference, right? Me included, okay? Because the issue is not more recipes, right? And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions. It's kind of like, let's say somebody wants to be a content creator. Let me just go way outside of the box. And anybody that's actually a content creator knows is like, if you have a phone and there's somewhere you can get internet access, you could be creating content 7 days a week if you wanted to. You don't necessarily need a $500 lighting kit because you could use natural light. You don't necessarily need some super fancy microphone if you're creating on a smartphone. You don't necessarily need some super $3,000 camera if you're using your rear-facing camera on your phone. Like, those of us that are doing it know that that's not really what you need. Now, it's no different than someone, let's say that's like, I want to go to the gym, but they feel like, oh, I need to have the right outfit. I need to have the right shoes. You actually don't need any of that to begin that journey. Are those things helpful? In the content creator example, and in the gym example, sure. Are they fun? Yes. Is there a place for them? Yes. Is it required to get the job done? Absolutely not. Matter of fact, what I know for sure is that most people only need about 5 to 10 staple recipes that they can just remix on. Right? If you know how to make a roast chicken, you can make a roast chicken that's Greek flavored. You can make a roast chicken that's Italian flavored. You can make a roast chicken that's jerk flavored. You can make a roast chicken that is French inspired. You can make a barbecue roast chicken, and boom. Okay. If you like pasta, right? And you're like, pasta is one of my favorite meals. Well, you can do a pasta 1 week with a meat sauce, 1 week with, clams, 1 week with a red sauce, 1 week with a white sauce, and 1 week with a green sauce. And you've got 5. That's the month, right? Listen, I just gave you 10 different recipes right there. If you like salads, okay, like so this idea that you need more recipes or that people need more recipes is untrue. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not a food blogger, because I'm like, there are people who are out there who are creating amazing recipes and giving you everything that you need, right? There is so much inspiration, so many recipes out there. You can check out cookbooks from the library. Okay, so this is not even about accessibility. You can get cookbooks from the library. You can Google and get free recipes. You can put it into ChatGPT. Okay, the issue is you have no system. You are exhausted from decision fatigue. I talked about this in another episode about the real reason or the biggest obstacle to cooking at home consistently. And I will say that not having enough recipes is not true. And so for all the people that tell themselves that, I challenge them with my very, very strong unpopular opinion, controversial, if you will, that we actually don't need any more recipes. And I love recipes. I love seeing new twists on things. But honestly, if you've got 5 to 10 recipes and you can remix on them, listen, if you like smoothies and you can make 5 different smoothies, okay, and you have smoothies one day a week, that's a little over a month. Same thing with the chicken, same thing with the pasta. If you like tacos, you can do fish tacos, you can do shrimp tacos, you can do chicken tacos, steak, beef, turkey, vegetarian. You can switch out the salsas, you can switch out the cheeses, you can switch out the toppings, right? Like, and have something completely different. Okay. So, and it's because you know how to make tacos, right? Salads, if you get you a couple of different salad dressing recipes, you can change the greens, you can change the proteins, you can change the add-ins, and boom, just in under 7 minutes, that's a whole month's worth of meals, right? So I don't know. I really just wanted to, maybe this is a rant in this episode, but I want you to know that the recipes are not the issue. It's that most meal planning is an eating plan, not a meal plan, right? Most people are, have not made cooking at home a priority, and so they haven't aligned their time with their priority, so they feel like they don't have enough time. It's the constant decision fatigue. It's trying to do it in real time. It's not having any systems in place for it. That's really, really what it is. It is not the fact that you need more recipes, right? Even if people are like, well, I'm trying to change my eating habits and I want to eat healthier. Listen, you can do that, and there are millions, not even thousands, millions of recipes. I'm so passionate about this because it just does something to me. It just gets under my skin so bad when I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about bringing back the challenge, and people are like, oh my God, I need recipes. There are no recipes in the challenge. You don't need recipes, at least not from me. Okay. Is that to say I'll never write a cookbook or something like that? No, but what I'm saying is let go of the delulu. Their recipes are the solulu. Is that what the kids say? That delulu is the solulu? Listen, delusion that you need more recipes is not the solution in this case. So that is all that I wanted to say. Release yourself from that belief, right? And realize that there are millions of recipes at your disposal, within your grasp. And that even with all of that, if that has not helped you cook at home consistently, then clearly that's not the answer. Just be honest with yourself, okay? No judgment. Don't judge yourself, but be honest with yourself so that you can get to the real root cause of what it is. But what I can tell you, love, what I can tell you, what I can say with my chest, what I can say from teaching people how to cook for 15 years, thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of students in cooking classes in a variety of capacities, is that needing more recipes is not the issue. Now, whether or not you're utilizing the recipes that are available to you, that's a different conversation. Okay. But the fact that it's like, I need new recipes, girl, you can go get them. They are available to you in any format that you want. Right. So with that being said, let me know, have you been team, I just need more recipes? You got cookbooks you don't even use. So you got the photo on the Instagram, you got the board on Pinterest, right? You might got some screenshots in your phone. Have you used any of them? Not to the full extent, no. Present company included, okay? I too am guilty of this, but I also have realized that is not the thing that was keeping me from cooking at home consistently. So that's it. Let me know. Has that been something that you've said? Is that something that you feel to be true for you? Despite my very strong views that recipes abound. And if recipes were the solution, we all be cooking at home 7 days a week. Let me know in the comments below today, which is meant to be a little lighthearted episode, but to also shake your shoulders and say, you don't need no more recipes. I'm not telling you not to get more recipes. I'm saying, but you don't, that is not the need. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you so much for listening. If you're ready to start cooking at home consistently, make sure you join the Eat Out at Home Challenge. Visit chefevelyn.com/challenge for all of the details. If you're curious about what I'm cooking in between episodes, make sure to give me a follow on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for some delicious behind the scenes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and Spotify to leave us a review. Remember, eating out at home allows you to cook better, eat healthier, save money, and create community. And most importantly, cooking at home is the ultimate form of self-care. I'll see you in the next episode.